What's going on, guys? I'm the Collector, and today we're going to take a look at set 75283, the AAT. Now, this set just came out, I think it's September 1st, and retails for $40 in the US. Now, just a little heads up, this set is very, very hard to find, just like the File First Battle Pack. The set is not on many shelves. I found the only two I've ever seen are at the Lego store. My friend also found two at Target, but they were sold out by the time I even got there. So this is a fairly hard set to find. We're going to take a look at this set today, review the minifigures, review this set, take a look at some play features, and then at the end we're going to discuss what I like and don't like about the set, and then give it an overall rating out of 10 points, so say it's like 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So the first figure we have is the Battle Droid. Now you do get two of the Battle Droids in the set. They're both the same exact thing, and so I'll just put this one right next to them. They do come with, they don't actually come with black blasters, they come with these like gunmetal gray. So I can show you guys the difference between the gun the 332nd Trooper or the Ahsoka Trooper gets versus the Droid's gun. And you can see there is a slight difference, and it took me a while to figure out why, but then I realized in the show, Droids have a different sort of gun than Clone Troopers do, and it is actually, in fact, a gunmetal gray. So it is fairly accurate. I didn't think they would actually include these blasters in a set like this, especially two of them in one set, but they did. So it's a really cool piece to get, and I really like the gray color. So nice to get in the set, and then you get some really nice face printing or head printing on the actual droid. So you can see you have like this big blotch of green in the front, and then you have one of these like sand green lines. You have the eyes, and then you have another sand green little like blotch of color there. The torso is all one color. They're just these like lighter sand green. I think the greens are the same from the face and the torso, except the dark green. And then you just get these standard droid legs and arms. So these droids aren't really anything too special. They're just regular battle droids. Up next, we have one of the most desired figures in the set, the 332nd Trooper, also known as the Ahsoka Clone Trooper. Now, this figure only comes in one set as of filming this video, and it is a very sought-after figure. I think you can buy it for around $14 to $17 on Bricklink, so about $15 you'll be paying for this figure if you don't want to buy the set. And I think, my personal opinion, if you're going to buy this figure separately, I'd really just go for the set, because you also get the Ahsoka, two battle droids, and an AAT. But if you really just want the Trooper, I guess you can buy it. But it really just depends on what you're looking for to get in a set. This is a very special minifigure. Now, I think the torso and the legs are the same as the 501st Trooper, and I'm pretty sure the bodies and torsos are the same, but the helmet is a different printing. Now, I think the actual like face printing, the molding is exactly the same. I don't know why they would change it, but I think the part that's different is especially the color, and also the green markings, or not the green, the orange markings at the top of the head that really like signify Ahsoka's head, which I will compare in a second. But it's honestly one of the best printed Clone Trooper helmets we've ever gotten in Lego. It really is just amazing. I love the detail, and the color of these new helmets is amazing. A lot of people like hated on these little gray shadow on the helmet. You also get this new Clone Trooper gray face, or not gray face, sorry, I can't speak today. This like dark tan face, which I think is, I think it fits the Clone Troopers better. We had those regular Clone Trooper faces. This won't focus, will it? We had the regular Clone Trooper faces for a couple years, I think like 6 years. And I think these ones are much more of a step up. And you can also use these heads in a lot more like mocks or sets now, because they are more of a universal head. They're not like angry faces like the other clones. They have more of a mild tone to them. So I think it is better for overall building in Lego, and just, you know, creating your own figures if you wanted to. And I think it's just nice to see something different than the same Clone Trooper face for a while. Obviously, they don't need to switch it up every couple of years, but switching it up once in a while is good. And I think for this new wave, where it's a very, you know, fan-based wave, a wave that a lot of fans were asking for are in this wave, and I think it's good treatment to give us a new face like this. So I really appreciate that, Lego. And let's take a look at the back of the Clone Trooper, which is just, there's no coloring on the back of the Clone Trooper, or the torso, or the helmet. There's no back printing, but it would be nice to get like a couple like blue marks somewhere, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. You get awesome leg printing, awesome torso printing, and amazing head printing. So I'll do a comparison between these two figures, the 501st and the 332nd, one day. And last but not least is the Ahsoka Tano minifigure. This is a very, very high demanded, sought after minifigure. This figure was, before this, the Rebels Ahsoka Tano was insanely expensive. I think it's still like $100, around there at least. It was getting like almost 150 before the set came out. And honestly, to get any Ahsoka, you're paying like 15 to 30 bucks at least. You're paying at least 15 to 30 bucks for one of the like old Clone Wars ones versus like the new Rebels one. You're paying a lot of money for. So releasing this new figure, I think, was very, very good move by Lego, because it was getting a little ridiculous to get an Ahsoka. But I think this Ahsoka figure is amazing. You get some amazing printing on the figure overall, and we'll take a look at that. But first, my complaints is the hair mold. Now, the hair mold, I have a lot of complaints with. This figure, honestly, is a very iffy figure for me. First of all, you can already see there's wear and tear on the headpiece of the figure. I think that the white spots at the top are supposed to be there, but from what I can tell from the box, these white marks at the bottom are not supposed to be there. And on the back also, I haven't been like throwing this figure around. I haven't been taking a sledgehammer and destroying the hairpiece. It's just been sitting here on my desk. So there's something wrong with the hairpiece, and also the hairpiece feels more like a helmet than it really does the hairpiece to me. When you put it on, it just takes up so much of the torso and the head. It doesn't feel like Ahsoka Tano, and especially the hair she has. It's too long. It's too big for her Season 7 look. I know the Rebels look is more matching to this, but Season 7 Ahsoka has a lot shorter hair than this, and I think that's where they went wrong on this figure. But other than that, you get some amazing head printing, some amazing torso printing. We can look at the torso printing here. You get this nice like blue, silver, metallic look to the figure. You get these leg printing pieces, or these legs that look like the Corvus Glaive legs from Infinity War / Endgame. So I really like the legs on this figure. I think they're amazing, and they can be used in many different mocks that people are building. And also the torso is really awesome. It's this like I said, it's like it has gold on it, silver, some gray, some like metallic blue. You get some really awesome back printing also. And we like at the face now. We get this very happy Ahsoka face. You get a happy Ahsoka face on the front, and then on the back of the Ahsoka face, you get just this angry face, which is pretty normal for like a minifigure. Usually, you get a happy face and a sad face, or usually a mix of two emotions. Overall, this is an amazing figure, and I think it's one of the reasons why this set is so popular, along with the Clone Trooper. The droids not so much, but the Clone Trooper and Ahsoka are definitely two of the sought-after figures of the set. Now let's take a look at the actual AAT build. We haven't gotten an AAT, I don't think in like 4 years. I think the last time we got one was a Clone Wars set also. But this is a very, I think, interesting ship in the Star Wars universe. I especially like the cannon, and just like the shape of the build is really cool. It's a build that's supposed to, intend like it's hovering. So you do get these white 2x2 like tiles that let the set float. And if you do have like a not soft surface, but a flat surface that's fairly giving to slipperiness, you can, the set can easily move. If it's on like a slope, it'll easily roll down, or I should say glide down the slope. On my desk, I have a couple like indents on my desk, and it'll usually start making its way down those. So it definitely does have really good mobility if you're looking for that play feature. Now, I think one of the biggest complaints of this set is the cannon length, which I honestly, when I bought this set, I don't really see a problem with it. I think it's honestly more accurate than what they used to be. The cannons in the old sets used to be a lot bigger than this. I think that sometimes they were even 2x2 round pieces used to make the cannons. So this is definitely a downscaled version of the AAT. It's definitely a lot smaller than you would think. But I think that's, I don't really see an issue with that. I think AATs sometimes vary in size and color. I know some are tan, I know some are blue. But this is a really nice AAT. You do get 2 stickers in the set, which are located at the left side and the right side. And then let's take a look at the play features. But first, let's take a look at the 3 guns you get. So like I said, you do get this cannon, which does have fairly good mobility. Has a 360-degree rotation on the top of the actual ship. And then it can move about 90 degrees up. It can't go anywhere down, but it can go up and a little over the actual cockpit. So it does have like, 95, maybe 100 degree mobility for the cannon. But then you get these 2 side blasters on the side, which do not have 360 degree rotation, but are limited by, 30 degrees. I don't know why you need to move these cannons all the way. Usually you keep them in one place. I think the more reasonable thing to have move is the actual cannon. But we look at the 2 places the droid can sit. So the first one is this, I'd say like the control center of the actual build, where they probably steer the ship. This is where you can put one of your battle droids, so you can take this battle droid. You put him in a regular sitting position, and then he just sits right in the back, like that. There is actually no way to lock him in, so he sort of just sits on these studs, and then you can close it, and he sits in there. And then at the top, we have another play feature where you can open it up. Now these have been included in every single AAT build with the top hatch. You see this a lot in the Clone Wars where the droid is like sitting or like looking out of the top hatch. This is, I think, one of the problems of the set. The droid actually cannot fit in here. Okay, he can fit in there, but he cannot sit. When you close it, his head is always in the way, so you have to tuck his head down. And even then, it doesn't close all the way. And also, you cannot put any blasters in this area. No blasters fit in this cockpit, so your droid has a gun, it can't go in there. But there is a way to store your blasters for the droids if you really desire. So you take one blaster, put it on the right side, or sorry, the left side. You take the other blaster and you put it on the right side, and then they sit like that, and you can close the hatch, and you now successfully have 2 battle droids and 2 guns, or 2 blasters in the AAT. And that's really the place you put the droids. There's nowhere else to put them unless you want to stick them on the actual ship, which I don't know why you would. You get two really cool antennas up here. I really like the use of the fencing piece up here. I think it's a really interesting use of the actual piece. Nicely designed set. I love all like how it just sort of molds all nice together. There's no like subtle like stops. It's very round at the top. It's, you know, very sloped at the side, and I really think it all fits together very well. So let's take a little overview of the AAT, and that is the actual build of the set. Really nice build. Now my complaints of the set are obviously the fact that you can't store each blaster with each droid, and the amount of space in the cockpit is very limited, which I think is something you have to compromise to get this nice sleek look on the top. But I think also giving it enough space would not be exactly inaccurate, because I don't know, usually in the movies or in the show they aren't this like thin at the top, so I think adding this bulk to compromise or to let the droids have this room in the ship isn't a bad thing. But overall, I give this set a 9.5 out of 10. Only issues are with the Ahsoka figure, and then the accessibility for the droids in the cockpits, and really just the sitting areas, because there isn't much mobility or much room to store the droids, which I think is a little bit of an issue. But I think I know why, because they wanted to have more of a displayability sort of build. But overall, I'd give this set a 9.5 out of 10, which I think is an amazing rating. Most LEGO sets I have aren't a 9.5 out of 10. In my future reviews, I think I'll do more of a rating system like this, where I could rate the set, and I give you guys an idea of what, you know, on a number scale, what I would rate the set out of 10. And I think a 9.5 out of 10 really fits this set, especially since the minifigures you get are just amazing. I mean, we haven't gotten a set like this with figures like this in a long time. With a build this amazing, figures this awesome, and printing on the figures amazing like this, we haven't gotten a set like this in a long time. And if we have, it's probably like a $200 set. So it's nice to see LEGO is giving the fans what they want sometimes, and it's a really awesome set. So if you're thinking about getting this set, I definitely go ahead and buy the set. It's something you won't regret. The figures are very exclusive. I think the 2 droids and the 2... I think all 4 figures are exclusive to the set as of now. I could be wrong about the droid, but I know these 2 figures are definitely exclusive. And with that being said, that's the video. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in my next review. Peace out.